So, Kunal, 3 days in Global FinTech Fest. How was it for you?
It's massive actually, right? We have been following fintech since last 3 years.
Yeah.
This year, yeah, like we would love to give congratulations to the organizers, sponsors, and the support staff, the way they have organized it. This year, we have seen a lot of the VIP involvement. We have seen the PayPal founders coming in, NPCI giving a big boost to the PayPal launch.
But
We have
partnership with
a
government.
lot of the partnership, lot many launches into the smaller application or the fintech technology. We have seen uh, diplomats coming in. The Stammer from the UK is
Yeah.
so it has like GFF is now a sort of global.
Truly global.
Yeah,
You might
it's
say.
going truly global, and the way Indian regulation system has been, I remember Alex from the PayPal was saying that hey, wherever he goes, he see that everybody is talking about the fintech in India. So yeah, I would say it's shaping very good, and the amount of enthusiasm we have here, it very clearly show that we are a booming market inside the fintech technology.
So, you mentioned PayPal launching its global UPI payment system.
Yeah,
Can you tell me your thoughts on how that is going to disrupt the entire world? Because it might be that the entire world starts using UPI as their default payment. Well, it's so convenient.
yes, I say that it's a very good move, and the way Alex was actually telling the story, it all started from the Italy somewhere in a Rome where NPCI like the heads were there and he was there. They started talking that what
UPI could be.
UPI can be used for the global payment, and from there the whole team started working very passionately, right? It's known as a PayPal world where you be in the outside India or the inside India, you can pay through the UPI. It was still not a launch because the product will come into the month of December.
Yeah.
But still, it shows very clear concept that the UPI is actually growing and being integrated with the PayPal. It has given a global reach, and you can understand that the billion of transactions will happen globally, right? So UPI has been very stable in India. I would say that it's next to the real-time payment, right?
Yeah, it is.
And with the PayPal integration, now a person sitting in the US can pay from the phone pay in India, right? Sorry, in the US. So that's a
US.
massive change.
Yeah. It will also make travel a lot easier. It also make fintech systems a lot easier.
Yes.
What do you predict in the sense that how will product making for fintech change? Will because of this new launch, will everybody start asking for UPI integrations?
I would say it needs a regulatory like changes as well. But it is good. At least there has been a very good activity from from the PayPal and the UPI NPCI. It is getting launched. We need to see that how the things will happen. But yes, UPI is definitely getting attraction. The one important aspect, what I feel PayPal said very clearly that globally, PayPal might be let's say it will not reduce the importance of the local wallet.
Okay.
It's going to be integrated. So the PayPal will still keep the local wallet important. So any company who is still working on the fintech in the localized way, they will be still at a super seat because finally PayPal will be integrated
So
with
it's
them.
going to aggregate all of it together.
Yes.
Understood. Yeah. And speaking of global payments, cross-border payments, you've
Yeah.
been hearing this a lot.
Yes.
Every stall has been talking about it. Tell me your thoughts on how the future of cross-border payments is going to be.
I guess it's a next wave. I would say um, every company is actually trying to really like they want to keep it as seamless as the UPI present, right? They want to keep it live, like immediate payment, real time payment. It should happen, right? The only constant here is the regulation of different country. But what I heard from them that even the country policy makers are now talking that how they can create a common framework where the real time payments across the border can happen. It will take some time because it's always hard to keep the two policymakers sit on the same table and
Yeah.
create a common policy. But I guess the way the companies are reaching to the policy maker, it is not something which is not possible. NPCI, like the talk is saying that within 1 or 2 years, it might be a new wave.
So the customer is actually being thought of.
Yes.
So now I come to my next question about the customer. Do you still feel that customers are at the forefront, or are companies just looking for to satisfy VC so that it can get funded via via their idea?
I would say whatever talks you will see, the customer experience, the customer behavior comes very strong, right?
On the top.
On the top. Because without that, you cannot retain the customer. The one major aspect, what I observed in the Indian talks, whether it is NPCI or even if I see the overseas talk from the PayPal, the customer behaviors are changing very sharply. And the reason has been adoption of the new technology, right? So any company who is not looking at the customer experience, they cannot really succeed. At the same time, they have to adopt the new technologies as well. VC comes later until you don't acquire the customer or you are not giving the benefit to the customer will not be on your platform. So that's a bottom line, right? You need to attain a customer experience where the customers are getting benefited. What technology you are using is going underneath, but mostly the first priority is
It's always a customer.
always customer experience.
So where does AI come into this picture? Do you feel like AI is being used just so that just for the sake of using AI, or is AI actually being used in a way that's actually helping the customer right now?
Yeah. So we try to understand from a lot of our clients as well on our booth. We have actually tried to understand from the different talks. AI is there, and every organization wanted to leverage the AI, right? How it is going to the customer is still on at a lower level.
It's still in theory.
Yeah, it's actually implemented,
Okay.
but at a very bottom layer. Let's say it is implemented at a chatbot layer, right, where the chats are integrated for the customer. It is mostly integrated at the understanding of the data, where the people can chat and understand their past histories and all. But on the very core of the application, it's still not there.
Okay.
What I also observed that even the big enterprises and if I take the MSME segment, they are implementing the AI across their company to really have a feeling for their employee
From the bottom line.
from the bottom line.
Okay.
But still, it's not like it is fragmented. You can say it's not well architect. And if I say like the progress is increasing, like the people are using more and more of the AI, but how you are really getting benefited and how it is getting into the profit and loss, it is still a very open point.
Okay.
Like we were talking to a client of ours and we were talking, hey, how you guys are using the AI in your development. So he said, we are using, but it's very dangerous. Right? The people should have the foundational understanding
There's
of the AI.
skepticism with.
So there are a lot of the skepticism and that is increasing, like it is also increasing the market sizing, right? So any company who is really giving the value of the AI to the end customer, they will definitely take the market away. So that's still a very discussion point into the industry. And how better they can use it is still a question. But yes, AI is there. And I was also surprised to see how agentic AI is discussed now, right?
Okay. Is there a
People are seriously discussing agentic AI into different operational fundamentals, into let's say creating a new business model altogether. Alex from the PayPal was saying that they are seriously working around the agentic commerce because they want to create a different kind of customer experience where people will see what they need, right? So people are using it, I would say. It's still
still very new?
still very new. People are adapting to it. using, a bit and pieces. But like the digital transformation was like last 5 years, still it was shaping the whole architecture. In the same way, how AI can be used across the organization in a better way is still a question mark.
Do you feel like AI and its usage for an enterprise, at least at this point, is still in a place where everyone is confused?
And yes, and the reason is mostly because it has a risk factor.
Okay.
It has a very strategic decision, like decisions should come from the strategic board, how they want to use it. It needs a lot of change management inside the organization.
Right.
And then only you can see it in your like profit and loss, right?
Correct.
But
Correct.
still, it is not there right
Still,
now.
it's not there.
So the framework is not very much defined still, that how AI will get integrated into the daily operational activity so that they can increase their efficiencies.
Correct. So, what's your thought or advice? Let's say a company or an enterprise wants to modernize their entire legacy system, because we've got this question for when the visitors of our booth very rapidly say, I have a legacy modernization requirement. I have this million lines of code and I have this whole architecture in place. I want to use AI, and but I'm afraid that there's going to be a downtime. What is your advice in this matter?
I would say legacy system, like even in the past, legacy system were getting modernized. It's not like the things will go.
It's not new.
It's not new. Only risk is that how you are using the AI in the whole approach, right? If the people are having a clear framework, the architecture is well defined, and the a protocol of using the AI for the coding purpose is well structured, and the people are rightly trained, the risk factor will be very less.
Okay.
Eventually, risks are there, right? But when you have a very clear strategy that how the implementation will happen, and since a new entrant has come, which is a AI, but if that is defined also, you need to reduce the risk.
We need to reduce the number of anomalies that you can encounter while doing the
Right.
modernization.
Right.
So that's going to be our. So that's where we come in, basically, where we can help them do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right now, we are very heavily investing also to create an architecture for using the AI, right? Because
Yeah.
uh, there has been lot of the tools right now, right? But there has been the Claude CLI, everything. We are actually testing in-house very strongly on these aspects. We are training our people. We are even training on to the context aspect, that what context and what prompt they need to put in to really increase the efficiency. Finally, the idea is to increase the efficiency.
Yeah.
Give a tool which should act as a support function, but also within certain governance, right? That kind of the governance we are actually creating right now internally, and we are already testing with our smaller clients that how the things are going on. But I think within like 6 to 1 year, you can see that a massive change in the development process will be there, where people are
Across
using
industry.
across industry. Only thing from my side is that how everything is connected. We actually talk about the connected technology. I talk about the connected data, even within the organization, how the data has a certain framework so that data can be reused. Right. That's the fundamental that I foresee. It will definitely happen. And even in the fintech, if you have to do a cross-border transaction, the data should be seamless, and that all policy will be rewritten.
So to end it, because we're in a fintech conference, what's your wish list that you want to see next year in Global FinTech Fest?
I would say I would vouch for seeing more like a good clarity around the fintech aspect, how fintech and the AI are coming together. How
You want more clarity to be there?
yes, we would love to have those kind of clarity, because that's again a very big risk. But what if AI is integrated with the existing fintech technology? It will give a very different experience in terms of flying, right? Apart from that, I would also love to see very closely that how enterprises are vouching this, because uh, it's a very huge risk of using the AI if you don't use it under certain compliances and keeping the risk very low. So those kind of learning will be definitely there in the next year, and obviously the next big thing to see that what PayPal world has done. Next thing is that how UPI is growing more and more and how they are building trust. It's important, right?
Maybe we'll get a UPI into agentic AI demo next year.
Might be.
Possible. Yeah, it's very
Like we have actually heard a lot of things that you will not have to pay from your hand.
yeah.
The payment will be done by the agentic AI, right?
Correct. Correct.
So these kind of things we might see that it is getting launched.
Right. Awesome. I guess like that's going to be it. So most important question before we wind up, what's your step count been through the entire day? It's a massive 3-4 conference.
I guess it's every day around 12,000.
12,000.
Yeah.
I clocked in 11 yesterday.
So, but it's it's good to walk, talk,
Yeah.
understand what is happening into the fintech, and I must say, the good like very exciting time are coming.
I'm very glad to see that real connection has not died down. In this world of AI,
Yeah.
you still want, there's still people who want to give you their business card, who want to shake hands with you. And that's encouraging.
And important is that they are actually stating their experience,
Yeah.
laughing with you,
Correct.
meeting in the corridor. So
yeah.
it was actually missing, and we really like to have these kind of the conferences to really engage.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Awesome.
overall very good conference.
Till next time then.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.